I mean, I think our society is phenomenal nowadays. Where else can you pick up like $80,000 in 2.5 weeks on a real idea? I mean, not some scam or flipping houses or something like that, but no, developing a real idea and people want it or whatever. And see, you can't do that. You can do that on the internet nowadays. And this is what this next interview is about. This is a guy who actually had another job. He's actually, he supplied fishing stores up and down the East Coast, man. But he was really a jock, you know, and it was always interested in sports. So on the side, he developed this little toy. It's like a miniature little Frisbee that you could just stick in your back pocket. But it flies, you throw it like a baseball, you know, you gotta whip it like that, you know, just like a baseball, you can throw it, you know, over a home run fence 200 and some yards if you want. An average person can, man, and it's soft and it's light, it's lighter than a Frisbee. And it's just a great, fun, sporty thing to have, you know, and that's he just had a crazy idea for this, you know, and all part-time. And you know that when you're passionate, like he is, he's working a full-time job. He's got another business that he's doing. But this is such a passionate idea. Didn't take a whole lot of money because now he's got 80,000 bucks. He just made his prototype, put it on the internet. Man, they're throwing it, throwing money at him 200 yards away or 200 feet away. That's what's good. I mean, that's why we have more. Everybody gets tired at work at 3 or 4 o'clock. Because you don't like what you're doing. That's the reason you get tired. Yeah, I always thought about, man, you know, your job should be like a fun date. You know, that, God, you just, you know, don't want it to be over, you know, ever. And that's what you should be, because your job, what you do every day, man, your job is the most important thing you do in your life. You know, but don't forget, more than half your waking hours is spent working, contributing. So if you do that with something you really love, you think it's important, you're having fun, that's not work. You take work on the equation. You just can't wait to get up to play. Just like you can't wait to get up to play golf if you're a golfer and you want to stay out there on the golf course 36 holes until it's dark or raining or snowing, you don't care. Why doesn't it work like that? Because we don't dig inside ourselves enough to find out what we really should be doing that is like that for us, and then how to figure out how to get income from that so that we could give more. See, all that is about giving more. See, and if you're doing something like this guy with his little baseball-sized Frisbee, you know, he's giving more to the rest of us to enjoy life better, because he's pouring his heart out doing this. See. And to me, that's the ultimate in life, is trying to find out what you could pour your heart out more than ever to do. So you give more. You go to sleep and go to bed tired, and you earn that sleep instead of going to bed and trying to escape another bad day and wishing tomorrow isn't Monday. So watch this interview. Well, Alex Peru, and what we want to know about you is ZipChipSports.com. You're on Kickstarter now, and just selling the hell out of this thing. Everybody wants one of these, and when you watch your video, I mean, you can't help but want one. I'm going to get some. My younger boy would love this. I'm going to get the 3-pack so he can have it with friends. Man, it's something that anybody could play anywhere. I mean, it's just like the size of a baseball, but it looks more like a Frisbee, and you can throw it like a baseball, and it just goes. You can throw it 200 yards without any effort at all. I could never throw a baseball effort. I could hit. That means I could throw it to the shortstop very easily from second base. And an old guy like me, I can't do that anymore. But I can do it with your thing, right?
Yeah, that's right. No, it really is. I mean, that was a great analogy between it being a kind of a cross between a ball and a Frisbee, and that's really what we think of it as. You know, it is thrown more like a ball, but it flies more like a Frisbee. And for that reason, we kind of think of it almost as like the missing link in the evolution of the.
So you can catch it. You don't need a $200 glove to catch one of these.
No, it's all in one fun. It's absolutely it's all inclusive.
And you can dive for it like a frisbee. I mean, again, your video shows all these people that are having so much fun doing it, man. I can't believe it, because it floats a little bit in the air, and so it's easier to catch than a baseball or something coming at you 90 miles an hour.
It's definitely not going to hurt when it hits you. That's for sure.
Right. Then you'd be afraid to catch it. You just let it go by. Yeah?
Even a frisbee can be a little daunting coming in hot, because it weighs a lot. This thing weighs under an ounce, so it's.
Oh wow! So this is lighter than a frisbee, softer than a frisbee.
It's actually to get specific, it would be a little heavier than a frisbee if you scaled a frisbee down to the exact same size.
I see.
But because it's only a fraction of the frisbee's size, it is still a fraction of its weight.
And you can take it anywhere and put it in your back pocket like a phone or something, and you have a toy here.
If you look at all the other things you play catch with, the baseball and gloves.
Right.
Football is large. A frisbee is flat but still huge. This thing you can put in any pocket.
Wow.
Play catch, whenever you want and wherever you want.
See, what you need is a stand down in the mall. They have lots of frisbee games down in the mall in Washington, D.C., And if you were selling these things, and they're less than $10. Actually, on the Kickstarter, they're only $7. And if you buy the pack of 3, you get them for a little over $6 a piece, man.
Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, if I think that's honestly, that's probably where we're going to go with this. At some point, try to get it in front of people that can buy it in person.
Right.
I think it looks good on the video. It's twice as good when you see it, whizzing through the air, because it's like, I think it still harkens back to the things that you said about it. You throw it more like a ball, but it flies more like a frisbee, so people can relate to it, but it's still new to them. So it's got a great.
And the most amazing thing to me is that you're in the fishing business. How the hell? I mean, you're not going to catch fish with this thing, but you just love sports so much.
That's true. The fishing business, though, I did get to apply a little bit of the design technology that I had learned there, as far as different resins and different tooling.
Oh, really? Wow.
So there was, as far as coming up with this, with the prototyping process, the zip chip here, I definitely had. I had some inspiration in the fishing thing.
In your fishing business, you supply product to fishing gear to all up and down the East Coast, right?
Yeah, that's right. So we have about 50 distributors we sell to up and down the coast, and those stores then go ahead and sell to the public. So with the zip chip, this is the sort of product that we're trying to find where exactly it will fit in, because those stores won't be able to carry it.
Right.
They do strictly.
Maybe I could see somebody, guys going out and fishing. Hey, they play catch, and it's a little toy. But I mean, that's what I have in mind. Mostly a bunch of guys going fishing.
Yeah.
And guys like to do sports too, and they don't want to bring bats and balls and all this kind of stuff.
I would say so. If you were to be fishing with a bunch of guys, and I hadn't even considered it, but that's a great idea. This is probably the only thing you could play catch with. At the same time you were going fishing.
Right. And then even if you're fishing on the boats and it's floating, everything else.
Boat to boat, absolutely.
Yeah. And then even if you lose it, $7. It's not like a football, $30 or whatever, $50, or something like that. That makes sense to me, because it's mostly a guy thing, and most of this will probably be guy stuff.
I would say so. Yeah. I mean, girls can. They can do it, but I would agree that guys.
But I mean, now I see a lot of women playing frisbee down on the mall. I mean, there's co-ed teams, so I would imagine same thing with this.
Yeah, an athletic girl that likes to be outside and throw things around. A girl who some of them like it, and some of them don't. So.
Right. No, I mean, this is maybe there's Title IX money for this,
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Well, you're from UConn. You know about how good girl basketball players are. So
you got that right. They all get free zip chips if they want them.
Right. So they could be the chip it. And then soon it'll be the Olympics. Man, this is the cheapest Olympic sport in the world, right?
That's true. I know. That's why we'll probably get countries from all over actually having a chance at this one, as opposed to ice hockey. We got.
Because size doesn't matter, right?
No, absolutely. Which is why, honestly, if it was to come into a game, I was thinking about, how the zip chip could be transferred to the game. That's something we're still working on. So anybody who likes the zip chip just for throw and catch, if they have any ideas for
a game,
I'd like to see that turned into a game, or they can invent their own game, because it's not limited just to one. You can.
Well, what is it? I mean, the frisbee. I mean, I want to watch somebody. What do you call that frisbee game they play? What?
Ultimate.
Yeah, ultimate frisbee. Man, I mean that's like football, going up and down the field and passing the
Absolutely.
thing. So we could do with that little thing and make longer passes.
We definitely play. We've done a few pickup ultimate games with
Really?
the chip, so it's.
Yeah, well, it's there. Well, you're a delight, and thanks for doing this, Alex, because I think you got a great pocket toy for anybody now. And to the kids, see, kids can put this in their knapsack and go to school and then have a game to play with at school. They always have waiting at the bus stop. They could be throwing this back and forth and helping them. And even, see, this is something for like, the coaches to give their kids to practice so they don't have to practice with a hard ball.
That's true, yeah.
The hand-eye coordination.
Absolutely. If you're looking for something, like you said, eye-hand coordination, something to dial in your skills, this will put them to the test. So I agree. That's a great application for it as well.
So you can start your 2-year-old now with one of these things. Start catching this. Yeah, right.
They'll think it's a chew toy, but they'll help us that as well.
Well, thank you so much, Alex. That is ZipChipSports.com. ZipChipSports.com. See, I flunked English in college. I'm like, you have a package there? Show a package.
Yeah, so this is one of the prototype of the packages.
Yeah, that's a cute package, man.
It's nice. So we're working on getting it dialed in just for our backers and going.
Can you show it? Yeah. See, it looks like that's how you would hold it. Throw it like a baseball.
It's a sidearm throw. It's a forehand sidearm throw. It's not backhand.
Great.
It's forehand.
ZipChipSports.com. Alex, keep fishing, keep throwing.
Thanks, Matthew. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.